Hey guys, I'm Cody, and I'm on day 6 of my 30-day trial of dairy-free. And today was really the first day that I didn't have much difficulty staying dairy-free. I feel like I'm starting to get in a good routine now, and I'm seeing changes in my body, so the kind of discipline to make the right choice and not eat dairy each day gets easier and easier. Today I still weigh 203.2 pounds, but I feel good. I feel great actually. And I didn't even eat that much today. So for breakfast, I'm having some Kashi Organic Promise Cinnamon Harvest and some of my suntan lotion tasting Almond Breeze almond milk. For a snack, I'm having some baby carrots and some peanut butter. I'm going to have to soak them in peanut butter because I don't really like carrots. And then for dinner, I had the same thing I had for dinner yesterday, which is Tyson's warm them up in 1 minute chicken and some spinach leaves, as well as some balsamic vinaigrette dressing. So today I'm going to be talking about dairy and osteoporosis. And first things first, we need to define osteoporosis for those of you who do not know what osteoporosis is. Osteoporosis gets its name from the bones being more porous. And because of this, the bones are less dense and more easily fractured. So people with osteoporosis fracture their hips, their wrists, their vertebrae, things like that more often. That's why osteoporosis is a bad thing. And it seems that the normative belief with most people is that milk makes your bones stronger. So therefore, most people probably think that milk decreases osteoporosis. Research is actually saying that vitamin D seems to be more important at preventing and treating osteoporosis more than calcium, especially with calcium alone. Some studies have shown that calcium alone without vitamin D can actually increase fracture risk, which is completely contrary to what most people believe. And so if you don't know what vitamin D and calcium actually do, let me just give you a quick, very simplified idea. Calcium is a mineral, along with phosphorus, that is used to make bone, to make it solid. And so you can get calcium from milk, but not only from milk, also from dark green leafy vegetables, which is likely the place that you should be getting your calcium from instead of milk. So when you take in calcium, it's in your digestive system, you can either absorb it or not absorb it. And the thing that tells your body to absorb it, if you need it or not, is vitamin D. So if you take calcium and you don't have any vitamin D, you're just going to get rid of it. You're not going to use it. That's why you need vitamin D, to tell your body that you need to retain calcium, that you need to not lose calcium in the urine, but you need to keep it so that your body can use it to make more bone. The current recommended intake of vitamin D is 1,000 milligrams for most people and 1,200 for people over 50. Who's at risk for being most vitamin D deficient? Because you can get it from the sun, right? Well, yes, you can, but if you live in the northern states, especially in the wintertime where you're not getting a lot of sun, or even in the summertime and you're inside doing an office job and you're not getting a lot of sun, or you have dark skin, you folks are most at risk for being vitamin D deficient. For those of you included in this group, what's your best way to avoid osteoporosis? Well, make sure you have adequate intake of vitamin D and get an adequate intake simultaneously of calcium. Better from green leafy vegetables. Now, what are the studies that are actually supporting this? Well, there have been a few different studies, and some of these studies have compared the fracture rate of people who drink less milk and people who drink more milk, defined in the study, and there seems to be no difference in fracture risk. Further, countries like India, Japan, and Peru, who consume way less milk than we do, have much lower fracture risks. Why is that? Well, it's not necessarily due only to milk. It could be due to other things like having more sun, hence more vitamin D, or also it could be due to the very number one best way to avoid and prevent osteoporosis, which is weight-bearing exercise. You need to do weight-bearing exercise to build up the muscles and to keep the bones strong. So the next time you drink that big glass of milk and you're thinking, hey, it's good for my bones, it's going to make me strong, don't lie to yourself. See you tomorrow, guys.